So I put battery operated lights on this petrol pump so they don't have to stay on rather than running around with a cable all the time. This is a automatic light under here. It looks quite nice. It won't stay on forever, you just put your hand on it and there's two of them. So and what I've done here is rather than buy a light bulb and have a cable connection on it, what I've done is I've bought two workshop torches, which I need anyway, and I can put them in there when I need it. This is just a mock-up, but if I pull them up you can see it's just a piece of metal, and it's just two torches, and as I say, I can use them in the workshop, and they're USB chargeable, and I think that'll look the bizzo, and it'll save me. Let's put that round. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll make a metal thing for this to sit on, so it's easy to turn them on and off. But I think it looks pretty neat. And what I'll do now is build a plinth for the bottom with casters on it, so I can actually move it around the different parts of the workshop, so I don't have to sit it against the wall. It could sit out in the open and the light will shine both sides. So I've got two of these. I'll put this other one again. I've got two of these, one to go on that side, and you can see the light comes through the back as well. So I'm quite pleased with that, especially the gold side. It looks nice together. So I've stripped down this fiberglass petrol pump. I'm sure you've seen it when it's together. It looks pretty real, I have to say. And Jeremy, the chap I got it off, who kindly gave it to me, he said, why don't you maybe put a light inside it. Unfortunately, the fiberglass colouring is too, you can see where the paint's been put on it. And I guess if you made it too heavy, the paint, you would never like going through anyway. But I think it looks nicer just in the white and the red, but with the globe lit up, I should say. What I'd like to do is get a glass globe, but they're really hard to come by, and they cost an arm and a leg as well, but that would look really, really nice. So I'm just pulling it apart because, and to be honest, it's only like, I don't know, 15 or 16 bits. There's 8 pieces in that, which are just screwed together, as you can see there, in the front. And then the top and these two signs. And then there's like a base in it. I'll take this light out because otherwise you won't be able to see it, it's too bright. But you can see there, it's just a little plastic base and it's just screwed together. I don't know why somebody doesn't actually start making them. Excuse me for the light. I don't know why somebody don't start making them, because the great thing about them being lightweight is they look the part, but you can move them around anywhere. They're so light, rather than a real pump, which costs thousands and thousands. You're not telling me somebody can't knock up a few moulds and make them. And you could have exactly the same pump and just put Total on it, or Gulf or Elf or whatever you wanted on it. I think that'd look really smart. I mean, even the nozzle at the end here, you could even make that out of 3D printing. This one happens to be aluminium, but maybe it's come off something, I don't know. But you could even make that out, 3D print that, I suppose, with a bit of hose on it. Quite clever. So yeah, what I'm going to do is what I want it to do is I want it to stand up higher, a little bit higher, and it's going to be 21 centimeters higher. So I'm going to make a plinth for it, like it would be in a forecourt. It would have had a concrete plinth and raising it up a little bit, so it's going to be 21 centimeters higher. And I'll show you how I'm making the plinth. Seems a bit over the top, but for me it's nice, easy, light work. So what I've done is I've bought some of this. So this is old wood that I've had lying around, and I bought some of this corner stuff, so you can see how the shape of it is. And then obviously what I'll do is that goes on there, on that edge. It makes a round corner, so it looks like concrete. And when I put the top on it, I'll just fill it in with wood and wood shavings, and then you know, paste it all up. So it looks like it's a concrete plinth. I'll show you once I've got this on. The idea now is I'll let this glue set up. I'll put these brackets on, then when I put the side ones on I can screw everything together. And then I'll put these casters in, but I'll put them in so they just barely come underneath. Obviously they can't go in the corner, they're going to have to go in a bit so they can swivel. But I'll do it so that just the bottom of the caster is showing. And on this nice flat floor in here, it'll look like it's on the ground. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll let this dry up now, come back in later, see how it looks, put these brackets on, and then I'll probably re-glue it up again anyway afterwards. But I must make sure that that actually sticks, and I can reinforce it afterwards, no problems at all. And there's no weight in it anyway. So I'll show you what it looks like when I'm getting it together. And then I'll paint it red, the same colour as, I'll get the same colour match for a paint spray and I'll paint it in red so it looks like a concrete base on it. So, okay, so the idea of this is now, is like I say, I've used those corner pieces. So this will be the base, and then I'll put these corner pieces on the top. Obviously I won't be able to go, and then what I'll do is I'll build that corner up with paste and then put the top on it. The idea now is to, let me show you. So I've got these two made up, which is just two basically just going to go in the bottom with 4 casters on them so that they can swivel. And I'll make it a gap as small as I possibly can so you can't see it. And but I'll have to wait now till Monday. It's a bank holiday today, it's Saturday. Obviously Sunday, so I'll have to go down Monday. And I'll probably need another piece, I think. I think this is okay for one side. Yeah, that'll do. 1, 2. Yeah, I probably need one more piece, but I'll get a piece cut for the top here. And then possibly what I might do is it might be too light, so I might just cut a circle in the top of it, so I can put some extra weight onto the base in case the thing's too light and it's too easy to move around. So we'll see how I get on. So yeah, I'll make up the base now and finish it up on Monday, hopefully. And Tom have rubbed it all down, filled any screw holes in it, bits and pieces, and it should look the part. So I just want to show you, this is just a mock-up of what it's going to look like. So I've made the base with the casters on it. I have to go down tomorrow. It's Sunday now. I'll go down tomorrow, get another piece of this round edging, and I'll get a piece cut for the top so I know it's absolutely square. So the idea would be, it's just off the ground as you can see there, and then I can move it to wherever I want because this caster's all round it. This is just a piece of old board I had, just to see how it's going to look, but height wise I think it's spot on. So that comes up to just under my shoulders, which is perfect. And I think I'll actually take it apart because there's a lot of things I can make it better. For instance, these are just self-tappers. They're not bolts. So I think I'll put nuts and bolts in it and get it lined up that little bit better, you know, here and so on, which is not a big deal. That one's not bad, but a couple of them you can see here it's not sat right, and here. So I think I can adjust these and make it nicer. So when you take the top off, you can see, I'll just pop this down, you can see it's very basically made. And there's lots of things like, see somebody's put these glues on here for this, where the petrol pump nozzle goes in. So I'll sort that out. And all these things, kind of coming apart. Yeah, I'll just make it look a bit better, and just tidy the whole thing up. And then what I can do is if I have a base on it like that, if for some reason it's too light, it moves too easy, I can put some, you know, I know, some kind of weight in it, you know, a bag of sand or something like that. But I think it'll be okay. You've got to discount all this here, obviously, and that's like the top I'm using. It'll be brand new, but I think that edging will suit because it'll come up and it'll look like a concrete edge, especially when it's painted in the right colour. And as I say, what I'll do is I'll put the edge like that and then make that corner up so it looks like a concrete plinth. I think that's the way to go. And it gets you look real nice when it's all tidied up and cleaned up. So that's the next plan. So I'll put this away now till Monday, get the piece cut. I'll cut these pieces today, find out what I need, what I'm short of, and pick it all up at the same time. And I'll get the DIY store to actually cut me a piece that's spot on, and then I can glue it up and frame it and then put it on.